Welcome to Just Cook It Radio, where delicious recipes and real cooking lead to amazing dishes. We cook, you listen. It works. With your hosts, Chef Mario Pareca and Bill Alexander.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You are listening to Just Cook It on the Just Cook It Radio Network, and you can watch the show at justcookit.tv. I am Mario Pareca alongside Bill Alexander, and across the desk, back again, Mike Sackley.
Back for more.
Good Saturday morning.
Absolutely.
Wow, hard to believe.
Mike, you missed a good one last week, buddy.
I heard it was. I heard that Jim replaced me quite well, and that I'm getting the boot from here on out.
I'm not going to clarify any rumors, but
I was going to say we don't make high enough money to make that decision.
But so last week, just to recap really quickly before moving forward, we had a very special guest on. We had the author of Abraham Lincoln in the Kitchen, Ray Catherine Amy, on the show, and we want to thank her again for being on the program. We want to thank her even more because she sent us some copies of her other books.
Autographed copies.
Autographed copies is right. So she sent us Food Will Win the War and Soda Shop Salvation, the books we spoke about last week.
And this is the one that I was really interested in, the Soda Shop Salvation, as I show the camera for those of you watching us on TV. The reason is because my father-in-law owned a pharmacy, actually owned multiple pharmacies in the 1950s and 60s, and he remembers working in the soda fountain that they had in the pharmacy. And the one question I want to ask her when we have her back in the program is why soda shops were originally connected with pharmacies, which I think is very interesting, and it's a part of our local history, and I think it goes nationwide too.
Yeah, so we will actually have time to read the book.
Yes, I'm looking. After the snowstorm hits, I won't be doing much on Monday.
Right. So there you go. And then we can have Ray back on hopefully in the future, and hopefully Mike will be here, so he'll get to talk to her.
Yep.
And we'll get to talk to that. So Ray, thanks again. We're looking forward to reading your books, and we have a fun-filled show coming up now.
Looking forward to it. And I'm bailing out of here immediately after the show today because I have to go north. Today is my father's 72nd birthday.
Well, happy birthday.
So happy birthday to Dad, who is
Mr.
72.
Alexander.
Yes, who's 72 years old today. I keep saying that over and over again because he doesn't he doesn't think he's 72.
Well, you're only as old as you feel, right?
So what, I'm 103? Is that what you're telling me, or what?
I didn't say that. You did.
Gosh, it's been a long week.
Yeah, so today we're going to celebrate Mardi Gras.
It's March 1st.
Yeah, and coming up on Wednesday's actually Ash Wednesday.
I know. When I realized that we were doing this, and Carnival is going on in Brazil right now, and
yes,
Mardi Gras will be happening in New Orleans the beginning of next week.
On Tuesday.
It's like, where did the first 2 months go? I mean, it's March 1st today.
Already. Yes. March 1st, that means spring's coming.
Yeah, right.
That doesn't feel like it.
It is.
Yeah.
Keep the faith. The Pirates are back to their ways, losing yesterday.
Nice.
They're 2-1. We're looking forward to this season. But
yes, but the Nuttings are really happy because it's snowing, and they have snow at Seven Springs.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I'm not even going to touch what they did with the Pirates roster in the offseason.
Well, that's where I was going.
They're happy they saved a lot of money, too. But anyway.
But it's snowing in Seven Springs.
We're celebrating Mardi Gras today. And Mardi Gras, as I said, is which literally translates to Fat Tuesday.
Right.
And so it's the day before Ash Wednesday with, for Catholics, Lent starts on Ash Wednesday, and Lent is the time where you fast and you really, you don't eat meat on Fridays or on Ash Wednesdays. And
Christians, it's also Lent. They just don't They don't give things up from
Right.
I'm a good Presbyterian. You know what I give up? Nothing.
There you go. But in any case, regardless of what religion you are, Mardi Gras is still a holiday.
Right.
Everyone celebrates Mardi Gras. It's like Christmas and Easter,
right.
So, and it's a fun holiday because everyone eats rich, fatty foods and really it's like a get out of jail free card. It's
for one day.
Just for one. It's one day. Yeah, it's one day of partying and fun. And the major foods associated with Mardi Gras are the southern foods down in the Creole foods in Louisiana. And so you see a lot. If you read my column from the Herald Standard on Thursday, I talked about Mardi Gras and about all the different foods that are celebrated. One of my favorite Mardi Gras foods is the sandwich we're going to make today, the Muffuletta.
Which is huge. I mean, and I also saw the video that you made this sandwich a few years ago on TV on the eastern part of the state. And that thing is, it's huge.
Yeah, it's a nice hearty
there's
sandwich.
No other way to put it. It's huge. So please tell me you share it with more than one person.
Yeah, it's not a sandwich you're going to make and eat yourself.
Okay, that's what I want to make.
Now, when the grocery store that started the Muffuletta in Louisiana was called Central Grocery.
Okay.
And the way that started was it's actually Sicilians would come in and they would work at the farmer's market, and then they would go to the grocery store at lunchtime and they would buy meats, lunch meats, a Muffuletta roll or an Italian braided roll, and an olive salad, and they would go in Sicilian fashion. The way they would eat it is they would eat everything separately, and they'd balance it on their knees, and they would eat it like that. Well, the owner of the grocery store said, this is crazy, so I'm just going to take everything and put it on a sandwich and sell the sandwich. So they tried it with both breads. Muffuletta is actually the loaf that it's made on. It's a Sicilian sesame bread, and it's a little softer on the. It's crusty on the outside, but it's very soft in the center. Now, it's kind of difficult to find around here. You can order them online, and they're not expensive. They're a couple bucks a loaf, but it's really not necessary to do for one day of the week. So what I did was I went to the local supermarket and I found a loaf like this. This is an olive oil loaf. It's a big loaf, but it's soft if you feel it, and it's going to give nice flavor to the food. So this will actually work really well for this sandwich.
I think you should rename it like the Snuffleupagus or something, because that's exactly what it sounds like you're saying.
Muffuletta.
The Snuffleupagus.
And so it was actually, the sandwich is named after the roll. The bread is a Muffuletta roll. And like I said, it's a bunch of different lunch meats and cheese, and it's got an olive salad on it, a marinated olive salad, and it's really delicious.
You guys can't see this on cameras, and just to let you know on the radio, I have a whole tray of meat in front of me.
I'm surprised you haven't started nibbling on it yet.
I see here. I have a whole tray of meat in front of me, and it's like to die for. It is. What is this meat?
That's all the meat that's going to go on the sandwich.
I kind of figured that, but what is it?
Pepperoni. It's sandwich pepperoni. Now, these aren't the classical meats. I took some, like I said, I have poetic license for my recipes, so I kind of switched up a little bit. We have some sandwich pepperoni.
Here,
we have some.
So you can
we have some ham. We have some soppressata. We have some capicola. We have some prosciutto. We have some Swiss. We have some provolone, and of course, what is that?
Velveeta.
Absolutely, you have to have a little Velveeta in there. So
you tell a guy you like something a year and a half ago, and he keeps bringing it back.
I like it. I'm sorry. It's a good cheese. So it's a good whatever it is. I don't know if it's a cheese, but so what we're gonna do first is the first thing we're gonna do. This isn't super traditional, but this is what I like on my sandwich. We're gonna make a roasted garlic spread. Okay. So in this bowl right here, if you can see that, I have some mayonnaise. Okay. Just straight up mayo, and here I have a head of roasted garlic. Now to do that, you just take your your whole head of garlic, you trim the top just so the cloves are poking out. Then a little drizzle olive oil, salt, and pepper. Put it in a pan, wrap it with foil, put it in your oven.
How long does it take?
250, 300 degrees. I let it go for about an hour, hour and a half. Then I pull the foil and let it go for about another half hour. And you can see how nice and golden brown that is.
It does. It looks good.
So what we're going to do, and the easy way to do this is you take this, and you can make these. You can make 5 of these ahead of time, and they'll last for about a week in your fridge.
You put them in the fridge?
So yeah. So we're going to take this, and we're just going to
because you can pretty much use roasted garlic in pretty much everything.
Oh yeah, I like to just smear it on bread.
I was going to say the same thing.
And if you squeeze the bottom, you can see that the cloves are just going to fall out. And they're really soft, so you don't have to chop them or anything, and they're really sweet and delicious.
So all you have to do is basically stir it together.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is great. I would take this right here, mix it together, and roasted garlic mayonnaise is delicious. Okay. It's fantastic on sandwiches. You can even use it as a dipping sauce. It's not that I know of. They probably will after we just mentioned it.
I trademark it right now.
So what we're going to do is we have our garlic and our mayonnaise. I'm going to add some Creole seasoning, some Cajun seasoning.
Now, who makes
Cajun? That's Paul Prudhomme.
It's not AP number 7?
It's not AP number 7.
We're still waiting for it.
It's there.
We're still waiting.
This is a whole bunch of, now in the recipe it says Asiago, which is my favorite cheese. I didn't want to grate it myself, so I just any hard cheese will do. This is Parmigiano Reggiano, which is another delicious Italian cheese. So any hard cheese will do. Hello. So we're gonna add our cheese to this, and then
got that in time.
I have some fresh basil here. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you buy the basil at the store, if you go to your local supermarket and buy a package of the basil they have in the fresh herb section, you're going to get about 2/3 of an ounce.
Okay.
So half of that package is all we need for this. So I'm going to take and just chiffonade it, which is cut it into really thin strips. It's really hard to cut while you're sitting, but I think I'm getting better at it. Okay. So we got our basil chiffonade, fresh basil. We're going to add that in. Okay, and then we're just going to stir this up, and this is going to become our spread. You can make this 1, 2, 3 days ahead of time. The only thing I would do last second is add the basil, because it's going to turn black as it sits in there, just because that's what basil does, because of the acidity from the mayonnaise and the cheese.
I realized before I came in today, I forgot to turn my phone off or put on silence like we're in church.
That's okay. That was a nice little cut the monotony.
The thing is, a friend of mine wrote that song. His name is... just left me.
I swear he's my friend.
His name is Neil Fox. He is from Florida. He actually used to write the theme music for CBS Nightly News, and with Dan Rather and that. And Neil did, when I did the podcast, Neil did a couple songs for me.
Nice.
And that's my opening theme that I used to use.
So in this bowl now, after I stir this all together, we have this cheesy, garlicky, delicious spread that's going to go on our sandwich. Okay, so that's the first thing. So that's done. The next thing I want to make before we hit our first break is this olive salad. Now, again, the traditional Muffuletta olive salad is going to have olives, obviously, it's an olive salad, and it's going to have stuff from it. You ever see the jardiniere you buy at the store? It's those jarred vegetables that are like pickled.
I thought you said the jardinières, and I was thinking of Elvis. The jardiniere, I got you.
It has like celery, cauliflower, red peppers. It's all pickled. That's what's going to have in it. This one, I took a little different route. So I've got some olives. These are marinated olives that I got from the deli case. There's some green ones, some purple ones. They have like some red pepper flakes and some different seasonings in them. Then I have some roasted red peppers that I just rough chopped, and I have some banana peppers that I rough chopped. You can go spicy, you can go mild. It's up to you, whatever you like. To this, I'm going to add some ranch packet. Some Hidden Valley from a packet. And I'm also going to add some shredded mozzarella.
Gotcha.
Because we don't have enough cheese in this yet.
Oh, exactly.
Okay.
Now, is it wrong of me that I can get shredded mozzarella and I can just eat it out of the package?
No. In fact, I probably ate half the package as I was
The best part is my 6-year-old daughter is just as bad as Dad, because she'll do the same thing.
Okay. That's good. She's learning right.
She's learning young, right?
Yeah. So we're going to mix this together. And this is going to be our olive salad. Now, this, again, you can do ahead of time.
Okay.
And actually, if this sits overnight or sits a couple days, it's going to get better. Okay.
Now, is there any liquid or anything you put in it? Just the natural juices and what you did before?
The natural juices will be enough for this. Because the olives, we cut the olives, we cut them in half and sliced them, or you can just rough chop them. And then the red peppers that we rough chopped, and I don't know why I'm saying I was going to say, I didn't do anything. I'm watching. The banana peppers. And you can see that it really doesn't need a lot of oil. It's got its own natural
Because for some reason I have this impression in my mind that you should be using olive oil or something.
Well, there's olives there. And keep in mind, if you take olives from the jar and rinse them and use them, then you may need to add some olive oil. But if you get the marinated olives like I did, they're already marinated, they're already coated. So why double it up? Okay, It already has flavor on it. It already has olive oil. It already has red pepper flakes. So these are both of our spreads we're going to use, and we have all our meats here that we already talked about. So,
can I say something really stupid? I just realized it because we talk about olive oil every week, and if you would cut olives, they would have olive oil. That's how they make it.
That's where it comes from. Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't thinking.
So
anyhow,
Mike's
rubbing his head. Hey, I'm a Mars graduate. What do you expect?
Yeah, well,
we're talking through this.
We're
all learning
together.
Yeah.
We're in the same boat.
Yeah.
So we have our olive salad, we have our spread, and so do you want to take our first break?
Let's do it.
And when we get back, I'm going to show you how to put this sandwich together. It's a lot of fun. It's going to be nice and giant, so don't touch that radio dial. We have more Just Cook It Radio, and we're going to make our muffuletta right after these messages from our fine sponsors, so don't touch that dial again on the Just Cook It Radio Network.
Phil Giannetti Motors at 656 National Pike East in Brownsville is a proud sponsor of programming on FCTV. Phil Giannetti Motors providing quality vehicles for 45 years. If you're looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle, give Phil Giannetti's a call at 724-785-6800 or stop by their website, philgiannettymotors.com.
Good to have you back. You're listening to Just Cook It on the Just Cook It Radio Network, and you can watch the show at justcookit.tv.
And if you're watching on TV right now, you're looking in directions to make sure I turn the cameras back on.
He's not crazy.
I'm not crazy. I'm not looking for things falling on me.
So today we're celebrating Mardi Gras, and we're making a muffuletta. Do you want to say that?
Muffuletta?
There you go.
I'd rather say snuffleupagus, but okay.
So we made our olive salad. I made our garlic spread. I cut it. We have our olive loaf here, as you can see. I'm going to show the camera, and I cut it in half like a sandwich, obviously. Right. So we have that ready to go. And we're going to start putting this thing together. Now, this is a little bit of a process, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
Now, do you use all the meat that's sitting here in front of me?
Yes.
Holy cow!
Yes.
How do you get your mouth around?
There's a quarter pound of each.
Oh my God.
Everything. So count everything on that tray.
Wonderful.
And it's a quarter pound. So how many? 8 things. So we have 4 pounds of meat. So if you want to do a man versus food challenge,
I feel a heart attack coming on.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to spread this roasted garlic spread that we made onto our bread.
Okay.
Onto each side.
That bread smells good too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And you can use any kind of bread you like. You want to get something that's going to hold up though. You don't want to get that real soft brioche type of bread.
But if I use any bread I want, then it just becomes a sandwich and not a muffuletta because there's no muffuletta bread.
Yeah, technically this isn't muffuletta bread, but you still get the flavor and the idea, so it still works. What was I going to tell you? You can get smaller pieces of bread, smaller rolls, and make mini versions of this if you like.
Okay.
If you just want to make a one-man thing or your own special portion. They make these little ciabatta rolls that are excellent that you can buy, mini ciabattas, and make single portions. So
now I'm looking at this and I'm looking at all the meat and I'm thinking my 13-year-old could do this in one sitting. Eat the whole thing.
We should do that. We should do like I said, a man versus food challenge.
The next when we do the home show in April, maybe we should do that.
Maybe we should.
That would be kind of fun.
Why don't we mention the home show really quickly?
Sure, go ahead.
Now that we're here, we will be back at the home show broadcasting again this year. So we'd like for you to come out. We're going to be giving away starting next week. We're going to be giving away free passes because if you just show up, you are going to have to pay admission. But you can win free passes on our show starting next week. And again, the dates for the home show are April 4th, 5th, and 6th at the Ross Draver Ice Garden.
And we'll be doing our 9 a.m. show there live, and then we're talking with the powers that be here to do a remote. So we'll see what happens.
You get to come see us. Okay, so we got our bread spread.
Our bread spread?
Bread spread on both sides. Not a bread spread with our garlic spread. So Bill, what I'm going to have you do, we have the recipe here in front of us. Now there is a method to this madness, okay? There's an order of operations for the meat. You don't have to follow it, but it makes things a heck of a lot easier to build if you do. So I'm going to have you hand me the meats one after the other in that order. So the first one would be prosciutto.
Do I know which one the prosciutto is?
That's prosciutto right there.
You're supposed to test me here.
You're supposed to prosciutto, get it sliced as thin as you possibly can whenever you get it. The thinner the better. When it gets thick, when it's cut thicker, and that's why there's a piece of tissue in between each layer here, a piece of paper. When it gets thicker, it gets chewy.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're just going to lay it out. And this prosciutto, what I'm going to do is we have a quarter of a pound of each meat, as I said, and so we're going to put half of that quarter, which is an eighth of a pound, on each side. So we're going to build on both sides of the bread. Okay. Now,
one thing I wanted to bring up after the chicken salad last week that Ray gave us the recipe to, which was wonderful. I took my container home, sat it down, turned my back, and it was gone in minutes.
So it was a big hit.
Yeah, my 13-year-old loved it. But
awesome.
Dad, I thought you brought it for me. I said, no, I brought it for your mother to try. Oh, sorry.
Did she get to try it?
I don't know if she did or not, come to think of it. But that's it. But I just realized something here. Von Benko's really missing it today.
Oh, yeah, this is a good one.
Because, I mean, this is something right up his alley.
Oh, yeah.
And he's going to Florida. So we have Bill DeFabio coming in next. So Bill will get to partake of the
goodness.
Of the goodness.
This is some good stuff.
That's the funny thing with Jim here last week. I don't think he realizes we cook every week and there's free samples.
Oh, that's why himself. That's why I'm here, guys.
I know why you're here. Okay, what we got next?
Provolone.
Provolone. It's the round cheese. I love provolone. I love provolone. Oh, by the way, for those of you listening online, and if you want to listen to us live as we do this, go to the domain yourlocalstation.com. Click on it, and you'll be able to listen to the live stream whenever we're on Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. and give you an idea of what we go on. And you can also call us at 1-855-590-0590.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
Talk to us about what's going on as Mario stacks the sandwich, and we have the garlic spread, we have the prosciutto, we have the provolone, and now we're going with the capricola.
Now, one thing I want to mention is, notice how I put the cheese because when we flip it, we want to have cheese on all
Both
over
sides,
the bread.
yeah. So in other words, you're double stacking is what you're doing.
So we don't want, if you just put it down the middle, you're going to have a stack of cheese down the middle of the sandwich.
And the other thing is, too, and let me move this camera so they can see this whenever we do this, is that when most people make a sandwich, they load it up on one side of the bread, and then they put the lid on top and they're done. What you're doing is you're actually double decorating the sandwich, so when you put it on top, you're getting double everything.
Right. So it just makes it easier to build this way and then flip together.
Yeah.
Oh, look, we have one road piece. We'll sit him there.
Now, the whole capricola. What is capricola?
Capricola. It's an Italian meat, and it's a little spicy.
Okay.
It's got great flavor. It's kind of rolled together. Think of it's not Italian bologna would be like a mortadella, and so it's not really a bologna. It's kind of a bologna. I would say, if I'm gonna explain it to someone, it's kind of a cross between like a bologna and salami flavor.
Okay.
But it's not a bologna and it's not salami, but it's kind of in between.
As you wave your Swiss cheese around.
Speaking with the Swiss. Yes, I was just waving Swiss cheese. It's like a flag.
I was going to say, you can tell you're Italian. You talk with your hands.
Yes. I do a fine job of speaking with my mouth as well.
And you've been able to translate it to radio because talking with your hands doesn't work very well.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's a second nature. So now we need our soppressata.
That's this here,
yes.
right? Oh, I like how he put this in order so I could figure out. Going from right to left as it would be on your radio
simplicity.
dial.
Right. What if they don't have a radio dial? That's what Bill said to me when we went on break.
Well, I'm going back to my days of football on the radio with Myron Cope and Jack Fleming and they would say, when you look at the football field, you're running left to right on the radio dial.
You got to say computer screen now.
But even that in your car.
Right.
Do you have a radio dial now? No. You have these computer screens.
Yep.
So, I mean...
What is going on in the world today?
I mean, when you can't explain what a football field looks like by looking at a radio, I mean, you're just in trouble.
Alrighty.
Okay, so you got that on there.
Really delicious.
That thing is loaded.
I mean, you could finish right now and be done.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, well, but we're not.
I know
But
that.
wait, it's like it's a Ron Popeil. But wait, there's more. And then his niece, I think it is, who always has the tray of knives and takes them to the guy with the big mushroom hat.
Which is his brother-in-law that comes out. And you can cut a can, and it's still sharp.
That's his daughter, because she always goes, "My dad wants you to have another, and not have this." And he goes, "What? This is crazy." So Bill, this is crazy.
Okay.
We're gonna go with our Velveeta next.
Oh,
your favorite.
Is this sliced?
No.
Oh.
It's just a chunk. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna break it up into smaller chunks and kind of just
spread it on there. Now, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Because Velveeta and Cheese Whiz are the same thing. Mm-hmm. Could you use Cheese Whiz instead?
Sure. If you like, you can use whatever you want. Really, I mean, it'll be close. It'll be very similar. Now, what you can do as well. And another good reason for doing this in doubles like this instead of just stacking it all on one thing. Muffulettas are traditionally served cold.
Okay, I was going to ask about that.
You can serve them warm if you like, and we've done that before, and it's really delicious either way.
See, that sounds good to me, serving it warm with what you have on there.
Yeah, you can take it, and what I would do is I would leave it open-faced like this, put it in your oven, and it's in the recipe.
Right.
If you go to justcookit.net on our website, you can see the recipe. And you don't want to really toast it because the bread will get too hard and crispy, and you won't be able to bite through it. It'll be a crummy mess. You want to warm it, and you want to really get the Velveeta melted. But I like it cold too. I mean...
Now,
there's no wrong way.
Did you hear the news this week?
What is it?
The sub company that made the warm sub national chain filed bankruptcy.
Uh-oh.
Quiznos. Quiznos filed bankruptcy this week. And again, they were the ones that took the idea of making a warm sub and taking it to the masses.
I like Quiznos. I did like them. We had one locally, and I enjoyed it. It was just I couldn't every day, justify spending $10 for a hoagie.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Would you consider this a hoagie, a sub, a grinder?
It's a sub. Yeah, this is a sub because it's got that shape. Okay. But if you have it on the round loaf, it's a sandwich. I mean. It's just whatever you want it to be, really.
Okay, I'm watching him build this. I've seen him make all the ingredients. I forgot all about the olives. I totally forgot about it with all the meat. Now. Because there's just so much there.
But wait,
there's more.
Why it's for Mardi Gras, right?
And these olives, the olive salad really makes the muffuletta, if you ask me. It has to have a really good olive salad, and you can actually, when you go online, if you go online to buy the actual Muffuletta bread,
yes,
which if you look at the picture on our website at justcookit.net where we have the recipe, that is an actual Muffuletta loaf that I used there that I ordered from New Orleans. If you use the actual, when you go on the website to buy the bread, you can buy already prepared olive salad as well.
Oh, really?
They actually make it and sell it because, it's pretty important, and some people just don't want to make it. But we
have
make
you
our
ordered
own
it
here.
online before?
I haven't. I've not ordered the olive salad because, we make our own here.
Because I was just curious if it tasted different, if they did something different.
We should order it and try one just
because that'd be kind of interesting. The other thing is too is with the Muffuletta, with ordering the bread online, how long does it take to get?
You can get overnight shipping, or it could take a couple days, but it comes in fresh. So they ship them fresh. When I got them, I ordered 4 of them, I believe, and they were all perfect when they came.
Cool.
So they have days. If you go to when you go on the website, the specific site that I used, they have days that they ship specifically. So if you order it later in the week, it's not going to ship until the following week when they bake it fresh.
Right.
So it ships the day it's baked.
Well, that's like the bakery that I'm in love with in McKees Rocks called Mancini's.
Oh, yeah.
They have an online service too, but I get to go up there today and I actually get fresh loaves of Mancini's bread today. I forgot all about that until we started talking this. I am so excited.
See if they have Muffulettas.
You know what? I'll ask, but I love Mancini's bread. I don't know if you've ever had it before, Mike.
No.
Oh, there's the little train depot in Mars.
Mm-hmm.
They serve their sandwiches on it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
really good.
That sounds
It's
fantastic.
across from the beer distributor.
Okay.
That Mr. Henachek owns. Anyway.
By the way,
ham.
Sorry.
you'll find me up there then.
Now this ham is actually
He was my teacher, by the way.
There you go.
He bought that as his retirement.
That's a nice
This
retirement
ham.
Yeah,
project.
I know his daughter Valerie. Hi, Val. I don't know if you're listening or not, but hi. How are you doing?
So this ham's actually the real deal. I bought this.
It's not fake pig.
It's not fake
It's
pig.
real pig.
This is organic, actually. Nature's Basket. Oh, I don't know if it's organic. I'm pretty sure it is. It's Nature's Basket.
Okay.
So this is the good stuff. And we're going to...
Can we call this part of the groundhog that we're going to do for
groundhog.
Punxsutawney?
That's right.
Oh, by the way, I'm wishing Uniontown all the luck against that game against Punxsutawney this
Chucks.
coming week because, honestly, I want them to level them because what Punxsutawney did to us with the groundhog, we got to get even. I think we need to go in with little signs with the groundhogs and circles with lines through them and just wave them. But yeah,
Let's go Raiders.
Not that I'm vindictive or anything about what this groundhog's done to my weather.
Clearly.
You sound perfectly.
Not bitter at all.
What a little rodent can do.
So what we're going to do now is, what I like to do is
Wait, before that, let me get back to groundhog. Harold Ramis died this week. Who
I know.
is the one who wrote the movie Groundhog's Day.
And Ghostbusters.
And Ghostbusters and
Egon.
Yes, a great comedian that I don't think ever got the credit that he should have. But I just wanted to pass that along since we were bashing the groundhog in Punxsutawney.
Yeah.
But if you're listening to us in Punxsutawney, we really don't mean it. Just to let you know.
You're okay. If you're listening to us, you're
really
okay in our book. So, what I did was I kind of folded the ham under the olive salad to kind of hold it on.
He's doing hospital corners right now with the meat on top. He's just rolling in
the ham. Just ever so slightly because when you flip it, you don't want it to all go everywhere. So the final thing we need for this is the
salami.
Sandwich pepperoni.
Oh, pepperoni. I'm sorry.
Yes, you can use salami if you like.
What's the difference between salami and pepperoni? Seasoning?
Yeah. So, and one goes on pizza.
What's that?
One goes on pizza.
I'm sure you could put salami on pizza too if you wanted to bad enough.
Yes, you can.
I had an ultimate pizza last night with ultimate meat, and I mean,
nice.
You can't go bad when you have bacon on a pizza.
No.
Not at all.
Bacon goes with everything. I'm surprised. We should put bacon on this.
I was thinking that. I'm surprised you didn't, but with the prosciutto being thin enough, I mean, that's giving you the same idea, I guess.
Okay, so now we'll put our pepperoni on the other half. So you want to recap, Bill, what we have on here?
A lot of meat. What we got on here as I go through that you can find this, the faux Muffuletta loaf, the garlic spread that was made earlier. We have prosciutto, quarter pound of provolone, quarter pound of capricola, quarter pound of Swiss, quarter pound of, what is that? Sopressata?
Sopressata.
I'm not familiar with that one. The Velveeta.
It's like a spicy salami.
Yeah. Velveeta.
A little more country-ish.
Your olive salad, your quarter pound of ham, and your quarter pound of sandwich pepperoni sliced. This
Sounds
is huge.
delicious.
I mean, it looks amazing.
And what you're looking at is only half of it.
Well, yeah, until you flip
put it together.
Now, we put it in the oven to warm it up?
Well, not here.
Okay.
But you can if you like. Like I said, it's traditionally served cold. I enjoy it cold.
Now, is it a good thing that you're going to get double stack of pepperoni together?
Why not?
Okay, just thought
I mean, you can never have enough pepperoni, right?
I know. Just thought
What's wrong, Mike?
I love it. This thing is tempting.
Mike, his eyes are watering right now.
You know, it's great. And first of all, I'd like to challenge any Subway sandwich artist.
Yes.
To come down here against me because I'm pretty good at this. I'll be honest. It's like a natural gift.
Okay, so I've been sneaking these to you, and he wasn't here last week to get his, but you got it anyhow. What would you pair this with to drink with?
Any beer around.
But we have our friends at Shiner in Shiner, Texas.
So if I'm drinking a Shiner, actually probably the Bach.
Okay.
I mean, it would stand. You don't want anything too light with this because the sandwich is really
What about the
hearty.
dark lager?
I would love the dark lager.
Did you have
with it? I didn't try it yet. Only because when I told my mother I had it, she made me promise to wait.
Till she got
loves
back?
dark beer too. So this week when she gets back, we're gonna try the dark lager. Because I see it in my fridge every day when I open it, and it's haunting me because I just want to open it and drink it. But you want something that's gonna stand up to this. Dark beers would be great.
Because I can't see you really drinking anything else with that. I mean, this is
wine.
A wine. Okay.
Wine would be awesome.
This would also be good for like a Super Bowl party or for tailgating or something like that.
It's like one of those big, you get those sandwich rings.
Yes.
But this takes it to the next level. And it's like all the Italian and
Well, it looks. Well, that's what I'm thinking because now all these ideas are coming in my head. What can you use this for? And I mean, you could do a lot with this.
This is like my midnight snack. I'd like to sit in my bed and just eat the whole thing.
He's under his covers, the lights are out, and he has this little flashlight as he's chewing.
That's right. So we need to take one more break. Let's go ahead and take that break, and then when we get back, we're going to cut this and taste it, and we'll talk more Mardi Gras.
Yep, sounds good.
Again, don't touch the radio dial. We'll be back with more Just Cook It right here on the Just Cook It Radio Network.
Phil Giannetti Motors at 656 National Pike East in Brownsville is a proud sponsor of programming on FCTV. Phil Giannetti Motors providing quality vehicles for 45 years. If you're looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle, give Phil Giannetti's a call at 724-785-6800 or stop by their website, philgiannettymotors.com.
Welcome back to Just Cook It on the Just Cook It Radio Network and also on justcookit.tv. So welcome back to the program as we get ready to dive into this sandwich that is going to be flipped and put together, which is going to be interesting.
I'm nervous.
I'm going to take pictures just in case it falls apart.
I'm nervous.
Because I really think...
when you're doing a round loaf, it's a lot easier because it's all center mass.
Yeah,
this is going to be a little difficult.
So here we go.
I think it can be done.
Wait.
Yeah, you get a video of this.
I am.
There we go.
Subway, take note.
Yeah, here we go.
You need a new sandwich artist. Ready?
Ready?
Okay.
It's gonna drop it.
I'm gonna move it back. Here we go. Ready?
Here we go.
1, 2, 3. Oh!
Ta-da!
You got it.
Look at that. That is a beauty. You want to tweet that? You want to take a picture of that and tweet that?
I'm going to tweet.
That is a heck of a sandwich.
I'm going to tweet that, and I'm going to post the video too.
That looks incredible.
That looks amazing.
And that's a real sandwich right there.
Yeah,
that's a man's sandwich. I mean, but women, you're welcome to eat it too. Yeah. And you're welcome to call us if you'd like. 855-590-0590 is our number.
Talk about what you do for Mardi Gras.
Yeah, 855-590-0590. Give us your Mardi Gras stories. Tell us about, whatever it is you make for Mardi Gras. Because there's a bunch of other foods, other than the muffuletta, that are traditional Mardi Gras foods.
And whenever I'm putting it on Twitter right now, it will be #Just Cook It.
That's right.
So again, #Just Cook It.
#.
Yeah, well, I had to do that. A friend of mine, his wife hates it because he's on radio too, and he's posted video of his weather forecast now. It's a long story behind it, and he's now doing hashtags with his 4 fingers, slapping them. So my new thing, I think, for 2014 is hashtag just cook it.
I'm going to stand up so I can cut this. We'll see how this baby cuts. You nervous?
I'm not nervous.
Now, I usually serve this. If you're making it in a round loaf, I usually cut it almost like a cake in wedges.
Oh, okay.
And serve it that way.
Okay.
There we go. You can see in all its glory all the different layers.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Let me get another picture of this. Just a second.
I am very glad I did not.
It's like a rainbow.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't either. This is
incredible.
There we go. No, I want you move that. Give that to Mike.
Here, Mike.
This is too.
I'm busy here.
This isn't real.
Do you need a fork?
Yeah, please. This looks too good to be true. Thank you.
Looks like the strata of the earth.
Did you get it?
Different layers, yes.
And this is a heck of a sandwich. You need to go to justcookit.net or follow us on Twitter to find this at Just Cook It Radio, at Bill Alexander, at Mario Pareca, at Mike Sackley. So you can see this. Muffuletta. Uleetta.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you know what? It spell checked it for me.
There you go. Now, some people spell it with an A, some people spell it with a U. I spell it with a U because most of the places that's how Central Grocery spells it, and they're the ones who started it.
Okay. Well, you got to spell it the way the originals do.
Yes. And we use paper plates here when we're in studio. It just makes it easier. They're smaller paper plates, and this sandwich fills the entire plate.
Yes, it does.
One slice, not the whole sandwich, one slice of this sandwich, which is about a sixth of it, I would say. And that's how big this thing is. But it's perfect for Mardi Gras. It's perfect for parties. It's perfect for pretty much everything that you can imagine. It's what's perfect in life. That olive salad. That spread.
It's phenomenal.
Is it really?
And there you have it. The Muffuletta. Happy Mardi Gras, boys.
This is Mardi Gras in style.
Yeah. So I mean, what else could you have? I mean, if you go to our website and you look at my TV appearances, I did a Mardi Gras special in Altoona a couple years ago in 2012, and I made this sandwich. And I also made
that's amazing.
Some bananas Foster fritters, which are delicious that you can use for Mardi Gras. Another traditional Mardi Gras food, punchkis. Have you ever had a punchki? It's like a cream-filled or a sweet-filled donut with jelly or cream filling, and they fry. They actually make a dough and they fry it, and it puffs up into a little oval, and then you cut it and you fill it. And those are Polish. So a lot of people who came over from Poland really celebrate with punchkis. And
that is where people that came from Poland came from.
Well, I would assume. But some of them actually call Mardi Gras Punchki Day.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And in heavily populated Polish areas, Punchki Day is actually more popular than St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, and that's
a bigger holiday.
And that's coming up soon, too.
So how
do you? Okay, because I ate it, and of course I did what I knew was going to happen without
very carefully
collapsing on me.
That's why we have forks.
Yep.
This is one of those things you're not going to get it all in one bite.
No, not at all.
Unless you really try.
Yeah, you gotta finesse this carefully. Again, that number is 1-855-590-0590. Call in. Talk about Lent, Ash Wednesday, Mardi Gras, sandwiches, whatever you'd like. We have about 6 minutes left of a radio show today, which again is amazing as always.
The hardest thing about cooking on the radio, it's not the cooking, it's the eating afterwards, because everyone here just wants to just house this sandwich, and we have to stop so one person's talking at all times.
Exactly.
Right? It would just be unless you want to listen to us chew, which I wouldn't recommend.
Okay, I'm going to ask you this. I've asked you this on occasion. When you make this, what is cost per serving?
Oh, cost per serving. This is a little more expensive, but keep in mind this sandwich can easily serve 8 people. I mean, it says 6 people on the website, but that's conservative. It can easily serve 8. So, I mean, it's not super, super expensive. You're looking at the lunch meats being anywhere from $2 to $4 each. And there's 8 of those, so you're looking at let's say on the high end $30 for lunch meat.
Okay.
Let's say $5 for the bread. and then the stuff for the spreads will give it another $4. So you're looking at around $40, but about $4 a serving, I would say.
Because I'm thinking here, this would be great for the cook-off.
No.
For colon cancer. I mean, we'd win hands down.
We should do that. We'd have to make quite a few of these.
I mean, you'd put them on sliders, though. Make sliders of this. I mean,
yeah,
that would be
make sliders. Yeah,
that would be hands down the winner right there.
Mm-hmm. You could get the little, like I said, the little ciabatta rolls are excellent. You just stack them up and make it the same way. You just make a smaller version of it. But seeing it like this, in all its glory, and this giant loaf. It just adds to it. It just makes it more impressive, makes it more fun.
This is much better.
This is a recipe that I highly recommend you go to justcookit.net. It's not hard to do. It doesn't take long. It took us here about when I made it. We made everything here, from the olive salad to the garlic spread, the sandwich itself. It took us 25 minutes maybe.
The only thing you didn't do was slice the meat here.
Yeah, and you won't have to do that at home either because they have people at the deli that do that for you.
That's why they pay them.
That's right. So I mean, it's just it's one of my favorites, and it's something that I highly recommend you make this Tuesday. I mean, you don't have to just do it this Tuesday for Mardi Gras.
Oh, I would. I mean, this is something you can do all the time.
It's a heck of a way, because a lot of people I know celebrate Mardi Gras. They have traditions where, for instance, in my local community, we have Shrove Tuesday, which is the pancakes and sausage. And I'm looking forward to getting some buckwheat pancakes and some sausage links. It's one of my about 12 links of sausage and probably 8 buckwheat pancakes. And we used to, when I was in school, that used to be our school lunch, because they would do that dinner at our cafeteria. So at school lunch, we would eat that, and it was fantastic. So, Mardi Gras coming up. All kinds of options. Look for the punchkis at the store. That's your dessert. Make the muffuletta. It's not hard. It's delicious, and it'll last. If you can even make this on Monday and eat it Monday and Tuesday. Yeah. I mean, there's no rule against that. Pancakes and sausage is another very popular Mardi Gras thing. And then you look at all your Creole foods. Shrimp and grits is another huge one. Jambalaya, gumbo, that whole thing. They're all, and king cake. We can't not mention king cake. It's the cake. It's made with Danish dough, covered in sugar, usually purple, yellow, and green for Mardi Gras, and they put the little plastic baby inside the king cake after it's baked. Then you slice it, and whoever gets the baby has special things.
Special luck or whatever it is. Next week, first Friday in Lent.
Yes.
Okay. Fish?
Oh, yeah.
Next Saturday show?
Fish. We can do fish, yeah. Let me see.
Because I've been hearing about this fish sandwich at the 4th Street Barbecue, which...
Yes. Their fish sandwich is excellent. Maybe we'll see what we can do. Maybe we'll recreate a little one. The only thing I don't like about that is deep frying in studio, but it can be done.
Fun, Venko won't mind.
Bill, you're the deep fry master.
I'm not cleaning a deep fryer. Trust me.
We'll tell that story next week. Yeah, so thank you for listening. Get online at justcookit.net. Grab the muffuletta recipe for this for Mardi Gras on Tuesday. And we'll be back next week. Any parting words?
No, have a great week, guys. And please try to keep warm and keep safe after the storm hits us tomorrow and Monday.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're looking forward. We're going to go because we're looking forward to diving into this sandwich.
Yeah.
So thank you for listening again. We'll be back next week with an all-new episode of Just Cook It Radio right here on the Just Cook It Radio Network.
Thanks for listening to Just Cook It Radio with Mario Pareca and Bill Alexander. For more information on today's program, visit the Just Cook It website at justcookit.net. Here, you can listen to the podcast or watch Mario and Bill cook today's recipe on Just Cook It TV. If you have any questions or comments about the show, please call 855-590-0590.